wasn't much.
We're not Stream On. We are One Horse Wonders, and let them run. I'm gonna have to talk to Jim about putting our studio back together after he uses it every morning. There,
I
Fred.
know, I know.
All of a sudden, I look up and I see Jim's photo in there. I was like, "What? What the hell's going on here?"
Well, that's what happened.
So,
I tried to get the podcast going earlier, but it was on his his
yeah.
studio, and I guess I got a little bit messed up. So I'm sorry to any of our fans who tried to tune in, and we're going to go through it right now and see if we can get caught up on what we're trying to do here. But appreciate whoever is watching, and we'll get this run up so you can check it out later and listen to all our picks for our One Horse Wonders, our segment that we do every Thursday night at 8 p.m. And this week, Sean, we're going back to Gulfstream, right?
Yeah, we get last week I think we talked about it 2 weeks ago. Uh, the card at Goldstream last week was not optimal, if we want to put it that way. I mean, there's so many other big races going on at Aqueduct and these other Keeneland and everything. I think a lot of the jockeys and a lot of the horses were there. So that's basically done now. As the Derby's basically locked up for those 20 horses. So we go back to our usual Saturday card. The pick five and everything like that. So we'll focus on those five races. So which ones do we have first?
Well, first race is race 6 at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, Sean. So we're starting back again a little bit earlier, which seems to work out well for us too for some reason. It's a mile and 16th on turf. It's a maiden special weight 55K, so it's a pretty high quality race in terms of first time starters. Um, we're going to go with the number 2, Restless Dreamer.
This is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you the viewers what it looks like for the horses going through down the stretch when they drive through and they try to cut through cut through the traffic there to get to the finish line.
The jockey cam. We got the Sean cam going tonight.
That's right.
So,
Right.
so number 2, Restless Dreamer, probably the most consistent horse in the field. I mean, he's raced, 6 times, came in third. Once, came in second twice, but his Beyer speed figures are pretty consistent, except for one race where he had a little trouble. Previously trained by Chad Brown, so this horse has got some quality training in him. Picked up now by Kelly Breen, who's also a good trainer, and Paco Lopez knows the horse well. So 5-2 morning line. The workout that this horse had on March 23rd says that she's ready to go. So that's our One Horse Wonder, Sean, for race number 6 at Gulfstream Park on Saturday, April 12th.
What time is that post, Fred? I know the last few weeks it's been a little bit later. You said it's earlier, so that's probably close to 2.
Our first posters have been as late as 4:36. This one's a 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, so good time of the day to get rolling. Of course, there'll be a lot of double TV action going on with the Masters going on. Saturday is going to be moving day. The Masters started today. Old Pro Justin Rose took the lead at -7, but there's a lot of other golfers right behind him. Bryce DeChambeau right behind him at -4. My guy Aste Batia had a good start, bad middle, good finish, ended up being a -2. So as long as they make the cut, they're going to go to Saturday. So 3:30 is a good starting time for us on Saturday. Again, there'll be lots to watch in between the racing with the Masters going on. It's going to be a beautiful weekend then. But we go to race 7, 4:02 Eastern Standard Time. 6 furlongs on the dirt, a 12.5 claiming race, non-winners at 2 lifetime. There's a horse in here that is our One Horse Wonder for this race. The number 2, Slew Diva, being ridden by Edgar Zayas, probably one of the best trainers down there. Arnold Coy, good trainer, doesn't have a big name, but this horse has the highest early pace figure, also the lone E according to Brisnet, number one prime power. You put that all together, I don't know why this horse is 6-1. He's going to get out with some quick fractions that he shows every time he gets out, and I don't really see anybody showing there to keep up with him, keep up with her. Sorry, keep up with her. So at 6-1, I would love for this horse, Sean, to stay at 6-1 come Saturday at post time. So this horse again, race 7 at Gulfstream Park to number 2 Slew Diva. That's our one horse wonder for that race, Sean.
What do we got for race 8?
Okay, race 8, again, 4:34 Eastern Standard Time. We get into that tricky 7.5 furlong distance on turf. Optional claiming $62,000. Again, I'm looking at another price horse. It's been the theme of our one horse wonders, which I kind of like. It's good by me. The number 4 horse, Golden Canary. This horse is an invader from Woodbine. Mark Casse, a great trainer, really great trainer up in Woodbine. Last time out, this horse did race at Santa Anita. So this horse is coming in from the West Coast to the East Coast to the Southeast Coast, but he's been acclimated to the East Coast. He's been working out at Palmetto since the middle of February, putting in some good workouts, particularly on March 14th when he put in a 58-second workout on turf. So I think this horse, again, at 6-1, has a really good look to him. And again, another price horse in our one horse wonder barn here, Mark, Sean. I was thinking of Mark Casse. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. A couple 6-1 horses. I mean, you hope obviously they stay around there, or even 7-1, something like that. That would be good.
Well,
Especially for
no, I agree. And
five.
again, yeah, and again, when I look at these, races, when I put our article together, and I list our one horse wonder, who is generally our top pick, at least until the scratches come in on Saturday, Sean. I don't know what the odds are. Most times when I do it, it's been a 9-5, or Ballerina D'Oro, our one horse wonder was 1-1, and she won impressively. It's going on to the Kentucky Oaks on Friday, May 2nd. I don't know what the odds are when I'm looking at these races. I print them out Monday. I don't like the odds being shown because I don't want that to, sway my decision, Sean.
Yeah, definitely. We got race 9 up next.
Race 8. No, race 9. My bad, yeah. So race 9 is post time 5:06. It's a mile on dirt and optional claiming $25K. Like another 6-1 shot, Sean. And also on top of that, our one horse wonder bet is also a lookout bet. So you're talking about double dipping here, Sean.
Oh, we got lookout and 666. I don't know about that. Let's go with 666. 6-1, 6-1, 6-1. What do you like about this horse?
Well, I think this horse, Who's the King, number 2, Who's the King, is probably the speed of the speed. There's other speed in this race, but this horse has been traveling around in some pretty high company after he broke his maiden with Paco Lopez on him back in April, about a year ago at Gulfstream Park at a mile. Won impressively in the big field with 8 horses by 7 with Paco Lopez on him at a mile on dirt. Then he started putting this horse in some big races. He was probably in allowance 50,000, optional claiming 100,000. He even ran, Sean, in the Pennsylvania Derby, which is a grade 1 race, against the likes of Seize the Gray, Stronghold. Didn't run very well there. Safi Joseph gave him a little break, probably rightfully so, kept him off from September to January, brought him back 2 races, optional claiming 25, both at Gulfstream Park. So I think he's getting back into form. The first time back, Irada was on. The second time back at Gulfstream Park. Last out, Zayas was on. Now he's putting Paco Lopez on. Safi Joseph Jr. and Paco Lopez, they click at 32%. 121 early pace speed figure, 6-1. Lookout, one horse wonder. Put it all together, Sean. I think we got a really nice horse here that I'm going to talk about perhaps a little more on Saturday when we look at the rest of the field. But again, another really nice horse to be taking a look at, Sean. Agree.
All right, and the final race of the pick 5, race 10. And look, if you're, right now, if you're betting this, pick 5 here, there's a ton of value in the horses we've given you so far. So, if those horses all come in, that might pay a little bit. But, what do you got for race 10?
Yeah, no, good point. The value in pick fives come in races where you're 5-1, 6-1, or 10-1, whatever wins, and that drives the value up. But again, we looked at these races before the odds were posted. But in race 10, 5:36 Eastern time, the final leg of the pick 5 at Gulfstream Park, 7.5 furlongs on turf. Again, a little bit of that unusual distance. Made in special weight, 55K. Again, so you got some quality horses in here. The field has 10 horses entered with 4 also eligible. So with even a few scratches showing, going to be some decent numbers as far as the size of the field, which always adds to the intrigue in terms of some price horses coming in. I love the number 6 horse, Magic Pathway. This horse raced at Tampa last out, his first time on turf, his first time long. Prior to that, he raced at Gulfstream Park on Tapeta. It was going 5.5 furlongs. Last time out of Tampa, a mile and a 16th on turf. Antonio Gallardo, one of the best jockeys there, exploded in terms of buyer speed figure when he stretched out on turf to a 74 buyer speed figure, which puts him at the top of the class in this maiden special weight field, if you ask me. Paco Lopez is getting on him, first time on him. When Paco Lopez and Michael Trombetta hook up together, they're at 32% when they get together. And it's also the number 1 prime power. His workout on April 6th, 34 2/10 of a second. Best out of 27 horses working out that day. I think this horse is going to, might not get the lead, but I think Paco Lopez is smart enough. He's going to put him out there in front when the race unfolds, and it's 7.5 furlongs. I look for this horse to be coming down the lane pretty hard. So, that's a horse I like at a price. And honestly, when I look at this race a little closer, along with the pick 5 other races in the sequence, depending on scratches in this race and other races, I may end up singling this horse. I think this horse is that good. So, in daily doubles, you can single this horse if you're doing a daily double, or even a pick 3 if you're going to go from races 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9, and 10, or if you get knocked out of the pick 5. That's how good I think this horse is in this race. I'm probably likely to get bet down from 5-2, Sean, to like 9-5 with Paco Lopez on.
Now, do we have any extra races today or Saturday here after the pick 5?
No, there is one really unusual 20-point Derby prep race. I can't recall where it's at right now.
Yeah, it's slim pickings this week for the Derby. Obviously, people are, it's so close to the Derby.
So those horses are going to be, gearing down, prepping up, working out. You're going to see lots of workout reports coming out about different horses working out and how they're looking, how they're acclimating to Churchill, which has its own sort of style in terms of the dirt track. Some horses take to it real well, some don't. So you're going to get a lot of reports coming out of Churchill Downs over the next couple of weeks. I mean, the Derby is 3 weeks and about 2 days away. There are stakes races around the country that are certainly of value and worth looking at. But, the next couple of weeks, Sean, we'll continue to look at the horses that are in the Derby. We'll do the pick 5 at Gulfstream Park. And we'll probably take a look at maybe the top, 5 horses that are predicted to be in the Derby, what's happening, how they're working out, how they're looking, what are some of the trainers saying about them. The other key thing is, which jockeys are going to be labeled to be ridden, and that's yet to be determined. And that's a huge, um, factor in what's going on. So I think those will be the kind of things we'll look at in addition to our traditional Gulfstream Park Pick Five, and our one horse wonders on Thursday, Sean. So I think that'll be how it works out. So hey, good luck to everybody. Make sure you stay tuned to us on on Saturday at 12:30 from our podcast to break down these races a little further, put something together, Sean. I don't think I've seen it look like that, Sean, since what was that movie where they it was a horror movie, but
Hellboy.
Hellboy or
I'm all red like
Hellboy.
Hellboy.
That's it. Oh, well,
Yeah,
Sean,
yeah.
thank you for picking me up here because again, had a little trouble getting this going, and thanks for the folks who did watch. And make sure you stay tuned. We'll be squared up, ready to go, and ready to knock it out on Saturday at 12:30, Sean. Right?
All right. Yeah, that's right. And thanks for watching, and keep like, subscribe, and all that stuff, so we can keep giving you this content.
Cool. All right, Sean. Thanks, brother. Be safe.
Yep.